So, in today's video, we are going to be reacting to British celebrities, and looking at the list here, there are some of which I don't actually know who they are.
Yeah, I've no idea some of them.
All I do know is some of them are fairly controversial. So, let's start.
Which one should we start with?
Andy Murray. Don't really like tennis, so Annie is Scottish.
He's good at what he does though. He's a good tennis player.
Yeah, he is good at what he does. But just don't have a lot of time for tennis.
Well, I don't know. It's not something that we're that really interested in.
Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good starting point. Okay, do you know who this geezer is?
I don't know. I recognise him, but I don't know who he is.
Okay.
If someone wants to tell us.
Yeah, we'll probably get slandered for this. He's probably like an absolute hero.
Yeah.
So, again, not a clue.
Sorry about that, whoever you are.
Is it fair to say then that any ones that we don't know we can just put straight in not a clue?
Yeah.
So, familiar face.
Yeah.
But I can't put a name to it, so not a clue. Looks like an MP.
Yeah, I'm sure he is an MP, and I do recognise him, but I don't know.
That could go in fuck off. No, not a clue.
We don't know who he is.
Okay, next. Looks like a footballer. I'm probably going to get slandered for this. But again, not a clue.
No.
Okay. Safe to say. Do you know who this geezer is?
Again, I recognise him, but I don't really know. If someone can tell us who all these people are, that'd be great.
Do you know who she is?
Doesn't it look like Catherine Tate? But it's not Catherine Tate, is it?
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah, no. Let's just go not clue.
Okay, not a clue. This is a good start.
What about the one next to Boris Johnson? I'm not, he looks like...
Looks like Keanu Reeves, but I'm pretty sure he ain't British.
No.
Not a clue. This geezer.
I don't
Not a clue. Is that Shakespeare?
Yeah. Who's the one next to Peter Kay? To the left of Peter Kay?
Yeah, not a clue.
I recognise him.
Yeah,
as well.
recognise him, but can't be certain. Great start. So,
let's do some that we do.
Right, Stephen Fry. Criminal, been to prison.
Yeah, he is, but he's also he's also quite good on TV.
Yeah, very smart.
Yeah, very intelligent.
I would put him in average.
You reckon?
Well, would you go higher?
I would have said decent, because he is pretty good. Like, the TV shows he does are pretty good normally.
Yeah, but I wouldn't rush out to watch a programme that he's done.
Okay.
Diana. Again, I don't even think... What year did she die?
I don't
Was it
think
94?
We would have been very little.
Okay, well, as everyone loves her, she's got to go.
We would never really have known her, would we?
Actually, as it's our list, I put decent.
Yeah, because we didn't really know.
No,
like,
we didn't know her.
Not personally, but...
Okay, nearly said Elvis then. Elton John, got to go in legend.
Legend, yeah.
Banger after banger.
Yeah.
Absolute legend. Attenborough.
Legend as well, I would say.
Legend. Who else have we got? James Corden.
I
love Gavin and Stacey.
I think he's
He's a bit controversial. He sort of deserted the UK for America. Gets a bit of hate. I'm not really sure why. I would put him in average or decent.
Decent, I think.
Decent.
I think he's good. He's funny.
Jeremy Corbyn. Not someone that I vote for personally. Comes across. Yeah, I can't really give my opinion on him.
No.
But I would put him down there. just on the way that he comes across.
Yeah.
Like.
Fair enough.
Jamie Oliver.
I don't mind Jamie Oliver. He's all right. He's
No.
not my favourite. What? No.
I didn't say anything.
Oh. I thought you said no.
It's you going mad.
I thought. I think he's all right. Like, his cooking's all right. Like, he does some.
Everything's rustic though, isn't it? Average.
Well, yeah.
Average.
Yeah.
Katie Hopkins.
Can't stand the woman.
Meh. For your benefit,
Yeah.
I'll put her down there.
I really don't like her.
Yeah, I think it was the
Not
thing
my
on
cup
This
of tea.
Morning where she said, "Oh, you can't name your kids after, you know, countries, but yet her kid's named India.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work.
Get your
that.
facts right before you're going to say.
Simon Cowell.
He's alright.
He's very good at what he does. Controversial, but his programs have sort of got a bit boring now.
Yeah.
Like you know, I've never been one for X Factor or whatnot.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Meh.
Britain's Got Talent. Yeah.
KSI.
I mean, he's.
I like the stuff that he does on YouTube.
Yeah. He is
I
alright.
mean,
Gets a little bit annoying at times, but he is alright.
But in terms of like as a person, what he does, and like his whole sort of outlook on content creation, sort of thing, as to starting from here and then ended up here, I just think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I would put him in decent.
Yeah.
He's not a legend,
No.
but I would put him in decent.
Yeah.
Again, not really music that I would listen to either, but hey, he's trying.
Yeah.
So, Lewis Hamilton, 7 times world champion, should have been 8th, but
I think he's alright. I like him.
For me, I would put him in legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah. I think he's definitely heading there anyway.
Is that Stormzy?
Yes.
Yeah. Immediately down there for me.
Not.
I just can't stand him.
No.
Not music that I like. Marcus Rashford. Being as I'm not a United fan,
that's enough to say. Put you
he's
off.
down there for me.
Yeah.
I've no time for him. Is that Susanna Reid?
Susanna Reid, yeah, newsreader. She's alright.
Meh.
I mean, she's a newsreader. She reads the news. What? Like.
Well, yeah.
How can you really
I would put her in meh.
Yeah.
Like she
does her job, but.
Yeah. Okay, is that John Lennon?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, don't really like the Beatles.
Bit before our time.
Yeah, don't really like the Beatles, but based on this country's heritage and everything like that, he's got to go in legend.
Yeah,
just solely for who he is and
I mean, musically they're big, massive, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, for Britain.
Stephen Hawking, not a legend in my eyes, although that again that's a controversial opinion. He probably should be considered a legend, but he's just a smart guy in a wheelchair. I can't help that.
He's definitely got to be up the top.
Okay, I'll put him in decent.
Yeah.
I'll put him in decent. Ed Sheeran, not music that I listen to. I do listen to.
Acoustic stuff's good.
Yeah, I have seen him actually popping up with a few bands that I do like of recent, and his performances are pretty.
He comes
amazing.
across as a nice guy.
Yeah, he does. He does come across really nice. I'll put him in decent.
Yeah, I think at least.
Is that Emma Watkins?
Emma Watson.
Watkins. Okay, yeah, I love Harry Potter, so
yeah.
I'd
She's a good actress, definitely.
Yeah, though it is a bit hard. Same as Daniel Radcliffe, he'd have to go in decent for me, because for the pair of them, it doesn't matter what else they're in. I just see her as Hermione and him as Harry Potter.
Yeah,
I can't help that.
Top-notch actors, actresses.
Richard Hammond, I'll put him in average.
Yeah.
Again, I love Top Gear.
Yeah.
And what was it, Grand Tour that they done?
Grand Tour, yeah.
Funny guy.
Absolutely nuts, really.
Yeah.
For what they used to do.
Same from James May, really.
Yeah.
Which
And
Jeremy Clarkson. I would put him in decent. There's something about him. I just love his arrogance.
And Clarkson's farm is brilliant as well.
He loves to bring the fire.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
So I would put him in decent for me. Graham Norton.
I think he's alright. Yeah. I quite like his stuff.
Shakespeare, I'm not into reading books or watching plays or anything like that, although history would tell us that he is an absolute legend,
Yeah.
but I'm going to put him in average.
Okay. Yeah.
Piers Morgan, legend for me.
He's very, very controversial, isn't he? But
Legend.
he does have a fair point a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he stands up for what's right, well, in most cases.
Yeah.
Whether it's controversial or not.
Mm.
Okay, Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones.
He has to go in the legend.
Has to go in
factor,
legend.
doesn't he?
Has to go in legend.
Musical legend.
Adele, I would say legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
I love her music. She's got such a good voice. She's
She
so
has.
common, but
Yeah.
her voice is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't. It seems to me she doesn't really do many live performances. I mean, that could just be because I'm not looking out for her to be like popping up locally or wherever to do live. But it seems every time that she has performed on a live stage, it's just been mind blowing.
Oh, it has. Yeah.
I recognise her face.
She's done loads of programs, but I don't know what her name is.
I'm not sure what her name is.
She's a good actress, though.
Yeah, she is a good actress.
She does a lot of crime kind of.
Yeah, I would go decent. I think she was in Broadchurch.
She was in Broadchurch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Broadchurch, you should watch it.
Definitely
It's very well, not very old. I think it's about 2013.
Yeah.
If you love your crime and a whodunit, that is something to watch.
Definitely.
Stephen Merchant.
He's alright. Yeah. I would. Put him,
funny guy.
Yeah.
Tall.
Yeah.
Very tall.
Average.
Ricky Gervais.
I think he's decent.
Yeah.
He's funny.
I'll put him in legend, but.
Do you think? I suppose he is a bit of a legend.
Again, very controversial.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put him in decent. I mean, you can't have too many legends. Holly Willoughby.
I think she's alright.
Meh.
She's probably average to me.
You reckon?
Yeah, I quite liked her on This Morning, but.
Okay, that leads us to the next one.
Philip Schofield.
I can't say too much on this. Just Google him if you don't know who he is. I'm sure you'll understand why we've put him down there.
Yeah.
And I saw another one on there. Not that I'm stereotyping, of course, but Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't say too much.
No, I don't think he fixed a lot. But,
no.
Idris Elba, legend.
Legend, definitely.
Absolute legend. Again, if you love your crime and you haven't seen it, don't know how you haven't seen it, but Luther, all day long.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. David Beckham. Yes, brilliant footballer. Played for Man United, not for me.
He probably needs to go up the top somewhere.
I'll put him in decent.
Yeah.
He comes across as a likeable guy, but he didn't really win it. Well, he won nothing for England, so.
Story of England.
Yeah. Ant and Dec, they are legends.
Yeah.
But I think one of them's had more controversial moments than the other.
I like Ant and Dec though. I think they're a funny duo.
But are they getting a bit tiring now, watching them?
Yeah, but it's like from what they've done previously, I would say they're legends. I think, and a lot of people would probably say the same thing.
I can't put them in legend.
Okay.
Decent. I'll put them in decent. I can't. Gemma Collins.
No, I think
no time.
I don't know how or why she's a celebrity.
For anyone that has done reality TV, and got such an ego from it, to have the audacity to charge people for photographs
for a
them.
selfie.
Yeah, for a selfie, it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think whoever opened that trap door on the stage where she fell through it Like, they need to go in legend, because
Yeah.
that was one of the funniest moments.
Yeah.
I think that's the only time that I've ever got for her on a TV screen, is
She's
falling through a stage.
She's definitely not a celebrity.
Yeah, not at all. Is that Mark? Chaser Mark?
I think it's Lebet or something like that, isn't it?
Niblet.
Yeah.
Yeah, meh.
You reckon? I actually think he's quite funny.
Okay, average.
Yeah,
We do watch The Chase.
Yeah.
Good programme.
He's a good
Very
program.
smart guy. Peter Kay?
Oh, I love Peter Kay.
Funny.
I think he's
Hilarious. John Smith's advert.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Max and Paddy.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. Rocket Ronnie.
He has to go legend.
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 Legend. Loves to wind up on the TV, like in his interviews.
Yeah.
Prince Harry, though technically not a prince anymore, just a guy, just a ginger guy. Meh.
He's alright, yeah, like, it's just...
Meh.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney, to be honest, he is a funny guy.
He is quite funny.
I've, because obviously I've been watching that, was it Girth and Turf, Angry Ginge, and he's in that.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I would go decent.
Yeah.
Play for United, again, can't be that biased, but like, yeah, I would say decent.
Yeah, he's alright.
Okay, is that Katie Price?
It is, yes.
Yeah, no time for
No,
her.
she can go in the bin.
No time for her. Boris Johnson, a lot of hate.
Yeah.
I think the guy's hilarious.
He is funny. Yeah, he's very funny.
Decent? Or would you say lower?
Probably average, I would say.
He is an MP.
As an MP, I think he's a bit of a joker, but he is funny in general as like a person.
Is that Daniel Craig?
Yeah.
Don't really watch James Bond. Meh for me.
Yeah, he was good in James Bond,
But
yeah.
I've never really watched any James Bond films.
Yeah.
So he goes in meh for me. Jonathan Ross.
I like Jonathan Ross. I think he's funny.
I would go decent.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay.
I like Gordon Ramsay too. I think he's good. He's a good chef. And he does some good programs like Kitchen Nightmares.
Loves an argument. Loves an
Hell's
argument.
Kitchen.
Yeah, legend for me.
Yeah.
Legend. Carl Pilkington.
I'd say he's a legend.
Legend.
Well. He's brilliant.
Absolutely hilarious. If you haven't watched Idiot Abroad, don't know how you wouldn't have seen that, but
it's funny.
for me, he's hilarious.
Last but not least, the Gallagher brothers.
Yeah, love Oasis,
Yeah.
but as individuals, I like them both
Like as
equally.
solo
I would say.
artists and as Oasis.
Yeah. They are legends. In my eyes, legends.
Definitely.
The only thing they need to do is reunite, and then we can go and see Oasis.
It's never going to happen.
No.
Wishful thinking.
So, there you go. There's our list. If you know any of the others, let us know. If you think we've got it completely wrong, let us know and why. So, see you in the next one.
Bye.